Third time's a charm, man. They are really not trying to let us have this game. One more time. Third time's a charm. Pharaoh, appreciate you for still being here, my boy. Trying to get the Swamp Creek gang in the building and the Empire State gang. We got a lot of user submits going both ways. I believe 8 players total. Yeah, we're gonna get it this time. Jonathan Wilson in attendance. We got, for now, I'll just state the roster here. We got freshman John Wilson, Ethan Daniel, freshman, Tyree Fatu Wells, center, freshman, Gerald Pope, shooting guard, freshman. Now these are all the freshman users. They're going to be coming off the bench today, or tonight I should say. They got to earn their keep still. You're going to see guys, the junior trio, and Drew Perry, BJ Maverick, and Clay Porter, all big time players. And you got seniors over here as well that's going to be pivotal to this team, and of course a strong sophomore unit in Dion Bell, Shakur Brown. You got Evan Anderson, Tyshawn Young, Jeremiah Ward. But we definitely going to be keeping our eye out for these freshmen coming into the game tonight. Again, John Wilson at the point, Ethan Daniel, small forward, Tyree Fatu Wells, center, Gerald Pope, shooting guard. They're going to be getting it in. And on the other side, we got Casey Polk, Ryan Hill, Elijah Thompson, Jeremiah Morse, and we also got, I believe, one more player, right? Oh no, that was all. Okay, 4 and 4. Okay, so it's an 8-user submitted battle going on tonight. Only freshman starting tonight is Ryan Hill for Empire State. He got his name called at that 2 guard position. So without further ado, let's get into some basketball, man. Let's get into some hoops. Hopefully it's gonna work for me now. Florida versus New York. Swamp Creek. Okay, here we go. We back to business. Let's get back to business. It's trying to cheat on me right now. You know what we gonna do? They playing with me, so let's start it from the top. Hey, let's get it. We good now. Yeah, it should be 8 user, 8 freshmen submits. We got my boy Perry now with the ball over to Clay Porter, one of the best players in the nation, with a lay, and he's fouled. Blaylock gonna pick up his first, sending Clay Porter to the line. 5-star junior shooting guard, number 6 junior in the country. Going to be looking to get Swamp Creek going tonight, as the winner looks for a shot at who just beat Rover Academy. That's right, Florida. So the winner looks up for a shot at Rover Academy, who looked pretty dominant in that game against Mountain View Christian Academy. So here's Swamp Creek going up 1-0 on the board to get this game started tonight. Clay Porter, number 6 junior in the nation, splashes both, and we got ourselves a 2-0 ball game. Frankie Hopkins, 3-star point guard, getting the start tonight for Empire Academy. Number 48 player, or the number 48 senior in the nation. Here's Frankie. I don't know why I didn't put his year on a couple of these dudes. I messed up on those. There's a lay. Clay Porter off. Ryan Hill on a rebound. Again, only freshman in the starting lineup for either team. Here he is, pushing the tempo. Kicking it out to Hopkins. Hopkins to Rose. Hopkins in the corner, soft. Here's Perry. working, trying to go against Stephen Rose. No good. Rose on the rebound. Stephen Rose, 5-star small forward. #1 player in that class. I believe he's a junior. So Stephen Rose, #1 junior, yeah, because #2 junior is that kid from Dream Academy, the center that went 15 boards. I think his name is Ellis Wagner. But the #1 junior is this kid, Stephen Rose. And the #4 senior is Sean Nelson. So 2 big-time players for Empire State. But Swamp Creek has a dog themselves, and that's Clay Porter, 5-star junior guard. Fletcher Troy stepping in the building. Darius Hodge in the building. Pope the GOAT. What up, Joe? Pope. Jay Wilson in attendance. Freshman point guard going to be coming off the bench tonight. My boy Phil Raines here. Let's get it. Frankie Hopkins headed to the line for 2. I'm mad I did not get there. Oh, but I'm here. Okay, these are sophomores. Okay, bet. We good. We good. Sophomores, juniors. So Frankie Hopkins is a junior. Number 48 junior in the nation. 3-star point guard. Let's get it. At the line for 2. Getting the start tonight. Of course, you got freshman Elijah Thompson over there waiting to get in off the bench at the point guard position for Frankie Hopkins. But right now, Frankie's going to knock in his first of 2 with 6:06 left in this first quarter of action in this second of quarterfinals for Florida versus New York at the PBA showcase here at T-Mobile Arena. Let's get it going. Can he go 2 for 2? He does. 4-2 ball game. Going to be inbounded to BJ Maverick. BJ Maverick, 4-star junior, number 20 junior in the country. This kid can really score it. I've seen him in a couple of testers. Let's see if he can get off today in this game and help the Swamp Creek Pythons get a victory. Clay Porter, hot hand, gets it over to Dion Bell. Dion with a move, blocked by Blaylock. He's not going to have it. Adam Blaylock. Big fella, 5-star general. Legit a 5-star center out there for the Generals. Picking up a big-time block, and here come the Generals now. Trying to make a run for it. This kid, I've been waiting for Sean Nelson to get the ball and get going. He's a big-time player. Here's Ryan Hill with it, freshman shooting guard. Looking over to Stephen Rose, over to Hopkins. Hopkins off the screen. Looking back at Rose. Rose got some space to shoot it, and he does. Swish. 4-4. New York trying to get on the board in this showcase. Rover already took care of the first New York team in Mountain View Christian Academy. Now we switching it up. Drew Perry to the rack. Mid-range. Oh! Heads up. Puts it back up. Follows his own miss with a 2-hand flush. Goodness, that kid's tough. Drew Perry, 4-star junior, number 28 junior in the country. We got some ballers out here tonight. Sean Nelson working. Left hand, no good. Shakur Brown played it to perfection. Drew Perry out on the break again. Shout out to my boy D Perk in the building. Ryan Hill officially here in attendance. Like I said, only freshmen starting tonight for either side. Fletcher Troy, good defense on Clay Porter. Over to BJ Maverick. Oh, good defense. Ryan Hill showing us the lockups. Got clamps right now. Getting it over to Ryan now on the offense. Trying to make something happen. A couple of spin moves. Got a man down low. He finds him in a dime. To Sean Nelson with the slam. Both teams trying to get in a rhythm here. 2 for 7 for the Pythons. 2 for 5 for Empire. And we got a tie ball game. Dion Bell to the rack. Strong take. He can't make it. A lot of contact. No call. They're going to let him play. Ryan on the break. Gets it over to Rose. Rose. Oh, heavily contested. A great contest from Drew Perry. And now they're back. Clay Porter. Pull up. No good. They're trading shots. Adam Blaylock now on the break. Going to take it all the way. Coast to coast. No good, but he is headed to the line. Dion Bell on the foul. Man. These boys are running and gunning. Adam Blaylock, the center, going to grab the board and take it coast to coast. Trying to get the and one, and now we see freshmen lining up to get in the game. I see Casey Polk over there. Elijah Thompson looking to check in. We got Nick Handles looking to check in as well. Swamp Creek, we got Fatu Wells in the game. Shout out to Ethan Daniel in the game, number 10. Couple of freshmen we got to keep our eye on here. I got my freshman list and my sophomore list out. Got to get some rankings. And, of course, John Wilson in. I'm loving the build, my boy. I'm going to get you right with the flat top fade joint. I'm going to get it somehow on that cyber face. It's going to be crazy. But Jay Wilson, here he is. Tough build. Going over the screen. He's guard. He's got the switch. So let's see what he decides to do with it. There it is. Ethan Daniel wide open. Cash. I love the connection. John Wilson and Ethan Daniel knocking them down. 8-7. Swamp Creek with the lead. The freshmen look to come in on attack. Pope now in the game as well. Pope and Pope. Here's Pope. Tough big man. Taking the contact and one. Oh, they didn't call it. He took the contact. The refs are letting him play. Oh, that should have been a foul. Gerald Pope, undersized defender on that play. Nothing to do. Casey Pope showed us that he is tough in those scrimmages and in the 2v2s. Empire State going up 1 now. Shakur Brown working on Casey Pope. Here he is with the turnaround. Lefty, no good. Pope on the board. Here's Elijah Thompson, freshman point guard. Getting it over to right. Over to James. Nick handles James. Pull up. Cash. Nick handles James. That's the whole name. I'm going to tell you. That's a nickname. Handles. Nick James is the name. Handles is the game. Oh, no, that's tough, Gerald. Gerald. That's tough. He did a fade, faked it, came to the 3 and pulled him.
Timeout.
That's tough. We got ourselves a battle. The freshmen are here to play tonight. They are coming alive here. I see Jeremiah Moore, the big 7-foot freshman, about to check into this ball game, and that might change the look of things here for Swamp Creek on the inside attack and maybe even on the boards, as you see the big fella in there. But they do have Tyree Fatu Wells in guarding him right now. I believe he's around 6'11 or so. Oh, Elijah going with the sham guy down to Polk. Taking some contact, but there's Wells with the rejection. Oh, man, 11-10. This game is looking like it might be a good one. Empire State on the inbound. Jeremiah Monroe. Oh, out of bounds. Swamp Creek. Man, swarming defense. Wells is everywhere right now defensively for this Pythons team. Going to inbound it to John Wilson. Timeout, Pythons. 10-11 game right now. Coach wants to talk it over. There's the twins coaching his team, twin brothers. Let me know in the chat who y'all got in this game, man. Top talent in this joint. Yee Snow in the building. What's good, my guy? Yee, you have officially earned something. I'm gonna give it to you right here, and then I'm gonna move that on over to the Discord. Congratulations, my brother. Yee Snow officially a mod in this PBA league, man. Been putting in work, always been holding it down. My boy's a real one, so it's only right that we get a stronger member, another strong member on the staff to make this league great. And Elijah Thompson with the toughness. Putback, point guard putbacks are always tough. Let me get a hashtag Yee Snow in the chat, man. My boy just got upgraded, got promoted to a mod, so keep your eyes peeled for my boy Yee Snow from Pico. Here's Gerald Pope with the moves. Oh, that's tough, Pope. I like this kid. He's got game, very quiet, silent assassin. Reminds me a little bit of Joe Johnson. There's the inside. Oh, Wells all over it, but Monroe with the rebound. I told you, these two is going to go at it. It's not going to be easy for Monroe. Here's Ethan Daniel over to John Wilson. Wilson has the bigger defender on him. I mean, there's a mismatch somewhere. Gerald Pope feeling it. Step back. Oh, Gerald. Goodness. Where's my list? I did not expect it. I love the unexpected. Gerald Pope. What's going on? This kid is putting on a show here in Vegas tonight. Jeremiah Monroe off the mark, and here's Wilson up top to Pope. Oh, man, those shots were tough buckets from my boy Pope. I ain't gonna lie, Pope, those were tough buckets. Twos in the chat, fellas. Pope the GOAT in attendance, showing out with 3 tough buckets in that first quarter to keep Swamp Creek on top. 17-13. Twos in the chat. Twos in the chat. We got Frankie Hopkins coming in this one. Sean Nelson's going to be joined by Ryan Hill, Jeremiah Monroe. And who's in the corner hiding over there? That's my boy Nick James. The kid handles himself. Over for Swamp Creek, Dion Bell, Fatu Wells, Clay Porter, BJ Maverick, and Ethan Daniel. Monroe trying something off the backboard, no good. Ethan Daniel got somebody one-on-one now. Nick James and Ethan. It's Nick and E. Nick and E. Fake pump. Nothing. Over to Bell. Bell with a tough shot. Nelson cleaning up the boards. Over to Ryan Hill. Ryan with a cross on the break. One-on-one, and that is a tough finish, my boy. Young freshman finish. Look how he goes to the rack. Scoop and score with the left. Just a tough take on a 5-star junior there. Clay Porter, 17-15. Team within 2 now. Drew Perry looking to check in over on the sidelines. That was a tough finish, Ryan. Ethan Daniel now. Pull up mid-range. Oh, Nick James with the rejection. Get that out of here. Over to Ryan Hill. Ryan Hill back to the cup again on Clay and draws a foul. So the freshman shooting guard, Ryan Hill, applying some pressure tonight on the junior Clay Porter. Clay Porter's going to have to step up and guard this kid. This kid's being aggressive out there. Here he is, first free throw in the bank. He's been waiting for his chance to shine, to get on the floor. Ryan Hill. Loving the build. Oh, that is tough. I love this. I love this league, y'all. The builds are immaculate. Next level. 2 for 2 at the line, tying this ball game up. $17 off. Drew Perry over to Porter. Porter over to Maverick. BJ Maverick looking for Ethan Daniel. Off the screen with the fade. That's tough. Oh, no good. Rebound. Blaylock. Blaylock. Outlet to James. James looking for up top. Hey, Sean Nelson with another flush. His second jam of the night. Empire State up 19-17. Stephen Rose, 5-star, checking in. Here's Drew Perry. Outside to Porter. Porter getting the screen from Maverick. Porter to the rack himself. Keeps it. Bucket. 19-19. Back and forth game. Ryan up top. Nick James. Nelson strong to the basket. No call. The ref's letting them play. But Sean Nelson bodying up the freshman. Back and forth game right now. Both teams unable to get a stop. Here's Clay. Drew Perry had his man. I don't know why he didn't shoot it. Here's Porter. Daniel on the screen. Porter on the pool. Cash. Oh my gosh, this kid Clay Porter's next level. 5-star junior, number 6 junior in the country, and he's showing just why. He's been on the show. Oh, Sean Nelson showing why he's the number 4 senior in the nation. He has yet to be stopped down low right now. 2 dunks, a layup, playing some solid defense. Timeout Pythons, 21-23. This game is back and forth. Somebody has got to get a stop. Let's jump back into the action. PBA mixing it up with the NBA in the in-season tournament. They allowed us to come play the PBA showcase here in Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. This is our 4th game of the day. Going strong. Ethan Daniel over to Perry. Perry looking for Bell. Can't get it to him. Over to Porter. Porter looking to Bell. Over to Maverick. Back to Porter. Porter, 3 seconds. Gonna have to get one up over Hill. Nothing. Strong board from Sean Nelson. Nelson getting it over to Frankie Hopkins. Back to Ryan Hill. Ryan been definitely playing some good offense, throwing lobs, taking it to the rack, and here he is, 4-3. Oh, wide open, didn't take it. Took it to the mid-range game and splashed it. He said, not yet, not yet. Give me a second. Let me heat him up. Let me warm him up. 2 for 2. Man, he had all the space. That screen created massive space for this kid. He didn't know what to do with it. He was like, nah, let me get to my spot. Splat. Oh, good pump fake. Oh, no good from Daniel, and Ryan Hill on the board doing everything right here. Rebounds, assists, points. Here he is at the top of the key. Ethan Daniel on him. Got the hot hand. Over to Adam Blaylock to the rack. Left hand finish. No good. Rebound. Back up. To the line for 2. And that's going to be 2 fouls now on Dion. So he better, you know, you got to be careful out there. They need their big man. Dion Bell. Sophomore 5-star center. Picking up 2 here with 3:55 left in the second quarter. Want to send 5-star center Adam Blaylock to the line for 2. First one. Cash. The sound effects, you be hearing them? Good on both. Empire, after starting this game off a bit sluggish, back on track, and we're going to see Pope back in the game. We're going to get John Wilson back in the game as well with Wells and Brown. On the other side, we got Elijah stepping back into the game. What a take by Brown. Shakur Brown, strong take to the basket for 2. Polk back in the game. Elijah back in the game. And Steven Rose. So a nice mix-up here. Trying to get this thing going. Ryan Hill still in the game. Here he is. Oh, nice pump fake floater. Oh, my gosh. Tough move from the freshman. Yet to miss a shot. 3 for 3 from the field. 8 points. Ryan Hill in his debut got the start tonight, and he's showing why. True freshman putting on a show here. Fatu Wells going with the fade. Oh, blocked by Blaylock. John Wilson recovers it. Takes the screen. John wide open. Brown. No good. Here's Blaylock on the board. Pushing the break. Over to Elijah. Rose now with it. Polk. Fake. Over to Rose. Steven. Easy bucket. Empire State keeping the pressure on. Taking advantage of the mismatches. Swamp Creek, another timeout. They're trying to figure things out. Empire State has their number right now. Putting on for New York. And we just might see a Florida-New York showdown in the semifinals, but not over with yet. Far from it. Swamp Creek still has a run, I'm sure. A few punches to throw here just in this first half alone. Let's see if they can close strong. This 2:30 left to go in the second quarter. Here's Wells looking for Perry. Perry going up top into the cup. Mini poster, Steven Rose. Goodness. This kid is tough. Remember, he had that putback 2-hand jam. Now he puts Rose on a poster. And that's Drew Perry, 4-star junior. Jamming it on a 5-star. Oh, open under for Elijah. No good. Gets his own board. Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. I know y'all heard it. Fast break. Perry in the corner. Load him up. No good. Blaylock. Getting it over to Elijah. Jeremiah Monroe looking to check in. Here's Ryan to the back to get that out of here. Shakur Brown with the block. Over to Wilson in the corner. Oh, with the spin. He stopped, though. Ryan Hill picking him up. Down. Mismatch now. Brown, the bigger player, over top of Elijah. Easy bucket, and the Pythons are on the move. They are closing this half strong. They needed this desperately. 31-27. Empire State got to get a hold of things here before it gets out of hand. Big ups to the Pythons for continuing to fight and closing this quarter strong. Still 1:30 to go. I'm curious to see if Empire's got one final punch left in them. Let those boys get a breather right now. Let's get back into it. Monroe on the inbound. Elijah Thompson. Nick James. Stephen Rose. And Adam Blaylock. For Empire State on the offensive side. Stephen Rose looking to work. He's got Blaylock in the corner. Big man three. Oh, no good. Here's Shakur Brown on the rebound. Pushing the tempo here. Swamp Creek got some momentum so far here. Last few possessions down has been good. Pope hasn't seen a bucket in a while. Oh, he's off on the three, but it was a nice look. Monroe pushing the floor. The big fella's got a mismatch as well. Gets it over to Thompson. Stephen Rose pulling for triple. What a shot. Stephen Rose, #1 junior in the nation. Big time three at the end of this quarter. Put a little stoppage to Swamp Creek and, you know, get Empire out of that drought there, scoring drought. Here's Brown, gonna take it aggressive. Nice leaner. This Brown and Perry connection is tough. Elijah Thompson now with it. 30 ticks on the clock. First half almost coming to a close. Here's Blaylock. Over to Nick James. Here's Handles. Going in the post. No, going to get it back out. Over to Monroe. Monroe with the mismatch. Big center over the small forward. And he just cashes in over top of Brown. Actually, he's a power forward, but no match for the taller center. They're playing small. I just realized Brown is matched up with Jeremiah, so they could take advantage of that if they wanted to. Here's Wells to the cup strong. Nice finish, and that was a tough finish, and they both actually finished the half pretty strong. Both of them scored on their last few attempts. Closing out to be a tough first half. In total, just a 5-point deficit here as Empire State holds on to that lead, headed into the half. What do you guys think? How are you guys feeling about this game? Ethan Daniel knocking down a three. Halftime. At the break, 5-point deficit. Empire State holding on to a lead. Nice finish there from Ryan Hill. Another nice pull from Ryan as he leads the way at the half with 8 and 3, and Drew Perry over there on the other side, 4 and 3. Again, Ryan did get the start, so we're going to get to probably see him coming out of the gate to start this quarter. Let's get those threes in the chat. Looks like the starters are back in for both ball clubs here. Ryan Hill on the wing over to Stephen Rose. Over to Blaylock. Blaylock gets it to Ryan Hill. Hill to Rose. Hopkins with 3 seconds. Gotta let it fly. Rebounded by Perry. Perry's gonna push it ahead to Porter. Porter's got Bell streaking to the basket. Doesn't find him. Fade off. Oh, Bell's able to tap it back. Rose chases it down. He's got one man. It's a one-man race. Blocked by Perry. Strong defense. Great recovery. It's going to be Empire State on the inbound here. Tyree Wells with that tough block on Monroe. This kid is scrappy. Had a couple of blocks actually in that first half. Here's the inbound. It's going to go to Nelson in the corner. He's going to go to quick mid-range pull, and it's good. 38-31. A lot of dogs on this general team. Their generics are pretty tough. Here's BJ Maverick coming up over to Porter. Porter got it to Bell. Deion Bell now back to the basket. Over to BJ. Oh, nice spot up. Cash. That is nice. 34-38. BJ Maverick, 4-star point guard. Stepping up to the plate. Here he is on Hopkins. Ryan Hill now over to Nelson. Mid-range, Cash. Sean Nelson is unstoppable right now. 6 for 7 on 12. Or should I say 12 on 6 for 7. Here's Maverick to Clay. Clay up top to Perry. Perry over to Maverick. Back to Perry. Looking for that down screen. Shakur coming up. Gonna go with the cross. One-on-one with Sean. Over to Maverick. BJ. Mid-range. Good. Goodness gracious. The 4-star junior point guard. Number 20. On the top 65 PBA list there for juniors. Wide open. Rose, a rare miss. Here's Shakur Brown on the break. Gives it over to Drew in the corner. Perry slows it down, gets it to BJ. Oh, got the illegal screen. Shakur Brown caught in a jam there. You know BJ is going to let that fly. Ethan Daniel checking in, freshman small forward. As Shakur Brown's going to have a seat. 36-40 ball game. Empire State in control of this thing here in Vegas. Looking for a shot at the semifinals to go up against Rover Academy. Here is Polk with the cross to the bucket. No good. Rebounded by Deion Bell over to BJ Maverick. Maverick by himself here, one-on-one with Hopkins. Over to Ethan Daniel. Good ball movement here. BJ off the screen. Oh, didn't get rid of it. Over to Daniel. He will let it fly. Cash money. 38-40. Ethan Daniel with another knockdown jumper. Good looks for the freshman. He's been able to work off that screen and get to his spot, pop up, spot ups. Over to Hopkins now in the corner. He's looking for the screen from Rose. Has a little space. Rose now on Daniel. Nelson with the poster jam on Drew Perry. Sean Nelson. He has been on attack. Nobody's been able to stop this kid. The senior 5-star recruit, number 4 in the nation, showing us why he's that guy. BJ off the screen, wide open, another knockdown. I love this kid's shot. Beautiful set shot. Bringing his team within 2. Swamp Creek not going away easily here. Stephen Rose with it on Ethan Daniel over to Ryan Hill. Ryan sidestep. Kicks it back out to Rose. Casey on Polk now. Trying to go to work again on Deion Bell. Wasn't successful last time. Misses it again. Rebound. Back it up and one. Big time finish. Deion Polk does not like it at all. The 5-star sophomore shaking his head, but the freshman Polk with the finish. Just real scrappy. Down on a block, this kid's a lefty. Here he is trying to convert on the 3-point play, and it's good. 45-40, Empire State trying to hold on to this lead. Elijah Thompson checking into this ball game. Nick James as well. On the other side, Pope checking in with Wells. Here's Ethan Daniel having a tough game. Nice. Nick James on a rebound. Push the tempo. Ryan Hill up over to Elijah Thompson. Jonathan Wilson looking to check in as well. Here's Ryan Hill over on the wing to Monroe. Back to James. James looking at Hill. Hill on the attack. Floater up top. No good. Rebounded by Polk. Casey on. Down low. No good. Dion Bell holds his ground this time. Gets it out to Polk. Polk to Daniel. Daniel, one man to beat. Pull up. Midi. No good. Nick James playing some great defense tonight and getting some boards. Here he is, though. Now pushing the tempo offensively. Gets it to Hill. Hill with Pope on him. Oh, blocked by Gerald Pope. Rebounded by Daniel. Now they're pushing. Ethan Daniel decides to pull it back. Finds BJ. Maverick looking for Pope up top. Hey! 42-45. Gerald Pope up top.
Timeout, timeout.
Timeout, Generals.
Start it.
Man, oh man, here come the Pythons. They're looking to work. They are right where they want to be. They've just been staying in this game, creeping the whole way through. That's what I don't want for Empire. They've been letting them creep this whole game, and just when they don't think, it'll happen. Empire's been able to keep them off from getting over that hump and taking that lead. But only time will tell. John Wilson in the game now. We got a freshman show out. We got an all-freshman lineup in except for BJ Maverick, who's a junior. Everybody else are all freshmen matched up. Ryan Hill draws the junior. Crossover, tween, cross, fake. No good. Ryan Hill has got to get this ball moving around some more. He's becoming a bit stagnant lately. Here's Wilson now setting up the offense. 42-45. Swamp Creek playing some good basketball right now in this third quarter. He got Ethan Daniel. Oh, normally he would have taken that shot. Took it anyway, and he still splashed it. Tie game. Ethan Daniel. I like what I see, young fella. I thought he took the shot too late, and he still cashed it in. Goodness. Elijah Thompson over the hill. Monroe with a tough finish.
That was good.
And one.
Hit.
Empire State still fighting. Even though they got the tie, they said you're not going to get the lead. Jeremiah Monroe with a tough bucket and one on Tyree Fatu Wells. Monroe at the line for one, trying to convert a three-point play. Knocks it in. 48-45. Jonathan Wilson now coming up the court. Wells with it. Looking for Pope off the down screen. Pope with the room. Lets it fly. Catch. Money. 48 all. Gerald Pope for three. We got some ballers at Swamp Creek. I didn't know. I wasn't familiar with y'all game. Nickerson over to Monroe. Monroe looking to work. Oh my goodness. Did you see the move? No, that was crazy. He had to finish that. There's no way you don't finish that. I take your points away for that. I take your stars. No, I'm playing. Here's Pope on fire. Hot hand. Ethan Daniel, not so bad himself. Here he is, looking. Got it down to Pope. Pope gonna take it on. Forcing a foul on Nick James, and he's to the line for two. And here is a chance for the Pythons to take their first lead here. In quite some time, I should say. Since the first quarter. Yeah, you gotta finish that. That was an amazing spin move to the mid. I mean, I don't even know why he just didn't go in and dunk it. That just lets you know different type of players. Another player would have spun in and went to the rack and banged out. But here's Gerald Pope with a chance to put Swamp Creek up by 2. Here's the first free throw. Cash. I love the sound of the net. Swish. 49-48. Ethan Daniel headed to the bench. He's feeling good. He's like, let's go. He's hyping his squad up on the way. Shakur Brown checking in. 4-star sophomore. Wells in still. sharing the front court with him. And that's going to be 2 for Pope, the freshman, putting him up 50-48. I like what I see from Pope. Here's Elijah Thompson. He's got Wilson on him. Laylock now, looking, going to look to get it back to Elijah Thompson. Nick handles, gets it over to Hopkins. Frankie gonna take the screen, mid-range pull up, off, but Brown on the rebound. He's pushing the tempo. They got numbers. Pope wide open, gonna get in the corner, left hand finish. Pretty good. I definitely thought he had a lane. Didn't take off the right way. Here's Nick James. Got the mismatch down low there. Aren't able to get it to Jeremiah. Monroe looking over to Thompson in the corner. One-on-one on an island against Wilson. Pump fake up and under. Off the board. No good. John Wilson with a chance for one more shot. Gets to the Pope. Pope from half court. No good. Down at the half. Now the tables have turned. Swamp going into the fourth. Up 2 points against Empire State. And Gerald playing some great defense on Ryan Hill. These 2 freshman shooting guards are having a show right now. Definitely going to be a matchup to look forward to seeing for the future. Assist of the game here. Let's see who gets it. It's going to be BJ Maverick up top to none other than Gerald Pope. Let's get those 4s in the chat, fellas. Big time for this could shape out to be a classic. John Wilson bringing it up. Still John Wilson and Pope in the backcourt to start this 4th quarter. Joining with Porter, and Porter lets one go, and it's off. Sean Nelson on the board. Over to Stephen Rose. Stephen, smaller defender on him. There's a mismatch with Stephen Rose. Frankie can use the foot speed on Brown. He's dribbling out this clock some, looking for a screen from Rose. Going to the rack, midi pull up, no good. Nelson on the board, left hand finish, and it's a tie game. 100 points between the both. I don't know who had the over under. 50 all. Yeah, when we get to the pros, we're gonna start throwing some bets in. I might even do it for college. Oh, a set of pump fakes gets blocked. I know you heard it. Frank missed it. Deion Bell. Clay Porter gonna go with the cross to the bucket. Fouled by Nick Handles. And Pope.
Shooting 2.
Clay Porter at the line for 2. Trying to get Swamp Creek up on top. First one in and in. Right? Most definitely would have. Pope coming out the game. Feeling good, talking to his team. I'm sure we'll see this kid at least one more time tonight as they make a final push. Trying to go up 2 here. Clay Porter with a shot at it at the line. Up and in. 52-50 ball game. Swamp Creek Academy. Frank Hopkins at the top of the key, looking to work against Wilson. Over to Rose. Rose. Empire down 2 here. Over to Monroe, the center, showing the range. No good. Bell on the board. Gets it out to Perry. Perry off the screen. To the bucket. Out. To the free throw line again. Swamp Creek doing a great job at pursuing the basket and really taking it to the rack and getting to the line. They're not settling for threes. This is one of the rare teams I've seen continuously attack the cup and get to the line.
Shooting 2.
First one is good from Perry. Casey Polk, freshman power forward, checking in for Empire State for Monroe. Perry knocks a couple down. 54-50 with 6:22 remaining in this ball game. This thing, each possession is going to get tighter and tighter. Here's Rose at the top of the key. Pick from Polk. Rose, sidestep. Nowhere to go. Hopkins comes off the screen. He picks off. Jump ball.
Jump ball. Cool it. You two players.
Cool it. Drew Perry should win this. He does. Over to Wilson. Wilson with the spin. Pass to Perry. Back to Jay Will. With the pass to Bell. Dion and one. And again to the line. Polk admits the foul. And 56-50. Swamp Creek has now taken a bit of control here. Wilson with a no-looker to Bell. Bell on the finish and back to the line. The Pythons go. And one. I told you, this Empire team was holding on to that lead, but I felt like once Swamp got control of this game, it was going to be a perfect time. Empire, I'm sure, still has another punch left in them, though. So we're going to see if Swamp Creek can now be the team to play from up ahead. 7 points here with 5:50 to go in the ball game. You gotta think Empire State not feeling good right now. Gotta get things going, or we're gonna see two Florida teams duking it out here shortly. Oh, John Wilson, great defense, and he causes the charge. He draws the charge from Hopkins, and that's just how it's been going. Great two-way play from the Swamp Creek Academy players tonight. Oh yeah, you're diming it up for sure and playing great defense, as you can see. Game manager, floor general. Here he is. Pull up. No good. Oh, offensive board by Bell and a putback. 9-point game, 9-0 run. Remember, this was a 50-50 game just a couple minutes ago. Swamp Creek on a 9-0 run. Empire in a drought right now. Sean Nelson still on fire, but haven't touched the ball. Frankie off the screen, open mid-range, no good, but there's Nelson. Keeping his team in it, 59-52. 18 points, 9 for 10 from the field. They've got to get this kid more touches.
Start it.
Swamp Creek hanging in there, trying to pull off somewhat of an upset here. I know a lot of people may have felt like Empire was the favorite tonight. Swamp Creek had other plans. Got off to a slow start. Ever since, been playing some really good basketball. Oh, Stephen Rose, aggressive defense. So Empire senses the urgency here, picking up. You got Perry coming down there off the baseline and Porter up top, loading it up, dialing it in. Cash. 62-52, back to a 10-point lead for Swamp Creek. Timeout, Generals.
Timeout. Start it.
Excellent offense, great play calling. You had the down screen that confused them, causing and giving room for Porter to come over top for an open three. Beautiful execution. Here's Nelson on the attack. Hook shot, and it's good. Oh yeah, he's dangerous. When he gets the ball, he knows he's going straight for a bucket. 62-54, trying to keep his team in it. 20 points for Sean Nelson. Here's the dime down low and a finish. Shakur Brown on another finish, and these kids are finishing at a high level tonight. Pass from Bell. Nice feed and back to the line. Swamp Creek staying on the attack down in the paint. Another and one for the Pythons, putting them up 11 points here with 3:59 to go. Empire State trying to make a run here. Elijah Thompson in the game. Ryan Hill. Sean Nelson still unable to be contained out here. Here he is again on the attack. Lay, foul to the rack. Here's Sean Nelson at the line for two. First one going to be short. He's been doing everything right tonight, but he missed two free throws at the line. Two crucial ones in the fourth here. I guess he can't be a perfect player. Elijah Thompson now on the defensive end against John Wilson off, and Sean Nelson fights for that board, and here comes Ryan on the break, has his man with him, finds him, and Stephen Rose. Now imagine if he made those two free throws. However, he didn't, so it's a 65-56 game. John Wilson past the Porter. Porter has some room. Cash! Oh my gosh, Clay Porter and this kid Jonathan Wilson willing and dealing out there at that point guard. He's on fire just as a PG floor general, running things. Goodness, this kid and Clay Porter just coming through, finishing. Here's Elijah. Yeah, Ryan Cretton. I don't know why he didn't hit him. Here's Wilson on the break. Tyree in the building, I should say, in the chat. Just seen him pop in. He's been playing great on defense. Here's Wilson off the screen. You know, he's looking to pass. Hop step. Dimes it off to Bell. Bell blocked. Here comes Empire State on the run. Fast break. Mismatch. Stephen Rose has the mismatch. Here's Nelson. Sean to the rack. Easy lay. 68-58. 10-point game. This kid, Sean Nelson, is just unstoppable. Nobody can hold him. He is trying his best to keep Empire in this fight. What's going on, PV? Here's Porter with the one-on-one action. Oh, yeah. He's on a mission. He's determined. 80. He got 18. Yeah, that's tough. Ryan, yeah, I mean, Ryan, you drew a top matchup tonight. You drew the number 6 junior in the nation. So, I mean, it was going to be a tough one for you. 5-star junior, number 6 in the nation. Or in number 6 junior. Here's Wilson all the way to the cup for the left. Oh, and it's good. His passing has now fueled the fire for the offense, for the scoring ability. It's unlocked. 72-58. Swamp Creek running away with this game. Elijah to the cup. No good. Oh, my goodness. Swamp Creek Academy coming out here shocking the showcase. Empire State much favored in this game. Here's Ryan, pull up on the break, no good. Swamp Creek locked down defensively, ran offense. The execution was nice. Jonathan Wilson wheeling and dealing, running at point guard. Clay Porter knocking shots down, getting to the basket, getting to the line. Just a great game from Swamp Creek Academy. Here's Porter, mid-range, no good. Nelson on the board. Outlet to Blaylock, over to Elijah Thompson with the spin to the cup. Tough lay, no good. See, the defense has been tough, man. They've been recovering. They've been swarming all over. They have been all over it. Swamp Creek Academy still in one here. John Wilson. What just happened? Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, they let us come back. Yes. Thank you. Oh, Lord, they let us come back. That's rare. It's destined to be. And that'll do it. Swamp Creek Academy with the victory over Empire State. A big time 72-60 win in Florida. Has taken over and taken down New York. Sean Nelson can't believe it. Two Florida teams now will be matching up in the semifinals of this tournament. Florida versus Florida now. As they look to see who's going to win it on the other side, as we got two. Well, actually, that one split. So it's going to be Cali versus Texas in that one. Rivertown versus Bear Valley. And then the winner of that will play the winner out of these two Florida teams. But GG's in the chat. It's your boy, man. Great game. Florida basketball on the map right now. New York, tough night for the New York teams. But I'm sure they'll bounce back strong. Look at the tape, look at the film, and see what they need to do. But I do know one thing. Sean Nelson, a monster. 22 points, 8 boards, 11 for 13 from the field. Crashing the glass. Getting his way offensively. But that'll do it for me tonight, guys. I will be back to join you guys tomorrow for the semifinal matchups. We're going to have 2 games full of madness. So make sure you guys tune in. And then we'll have the championship game the following day. And that'll wrap it up for the PBA showcase at that point. And then we'll go ahead and start getting in the hoop hall. All 16 teams have been invited. Make sure you tune in, man. You don't want to miss this action. You guys have a good night. I'm going to go over the rest of these stats. It's all love. PBA in the building. Peace.